Hi everybody, my name is Seth Bani. Let's step into today's video. Alright, so let's go into Photoshop. Now we are going to go here and then go to new, and then we are going to create a square size flyer for the mockup. You're going to let's name it first to Mockup design. Okay, and then I'm going to type 2500 here, and then I'm going to type 2500 here, and then I'm going to leave here at 72, and then RGB 8-bit white. Click on create. Great. Now I'm also going to go here to view and go to my guards layout over here. I'm going to set here to 8 and set here to 8, and then over here make sure I take this one. I don't want any margin over there like this, and then I'm going to click on clear existing guide and then click on OK. Alright, so now I'm going to have this. Now let's start first with our design. So I'm going to go inside, and then I'll just drag this all the way in there, and I'll release it there like this. Hold shift or alt and then just resize it. Now I think this is better for me. Okay, and so zoom in a little bit. Now I'll right click here and convert to smart object. Great. Now I'll duplicate it and duplicate it again. Hide this one, call it place image here, right click it and then choose color red for it, just for it to be a little bit different from the rest. And then this one I'm going to put it in a group. I'm going to call it front. This I'm going to put it in a group. I'm call it behind. Alright, so now first one I am going to hold shift and then drag it here so that it moves perpendicularly, or I don't know the word for it. And then I would go to filter, I will go to blur, and I'll go to motion blur, and then the angle, I'll set the angle to 0. Okay, the distance, I'll set the distance to 155. Okay, over there. Now close it, duplicate it, and then move it here as well. Okay, exactly. Now select both of them, Ctrl T, and then okay. Let's see. Now you want to zoom in, you want it to fall in the middle of it. Okay, so in the middle of it, that is good. Ctrl H to hide the lines. Now let's see how it looks like. It looks great. So that is for the behind. Okay, now we are going to create a reflection, and the reflection, what we are going to do is let's duplicate it and then drag it outside. This also duplicate it and then drag it outside. Now when we close this and we close this, we should have these three outside. Let's put it in a group. Sorry, let's see. Okay, so Ctrl T for it to transform like this. Select all of them, Ctrl T for it to transform, and then right click it and then flip vertical. Okay, now hold shift and then drag them down like that. Okay, drag it down, continue to drag it down until it touches the tip of it. Great. And then you want it to continue until it touches, it goes a little bit in there. I think this is great. Put it in a group by clicking Ctrl G. Let's call it reflection. Open it. Let's give it mask each. Let's give it a mask each. Let's delete this mask. I don't like how it feels like. Delete layer mask. Let's give it a mask over there. Okay, now let's zoom in and then let's drag it here like this. Alright, so now which one is this? This one is the topmost one. Let's click on our brush. Make sure caps lock is off. Go here and pick soft round brush. Increase the size a little bit. Now you want to click over here, make sure you have color black, guys. Click over here, hold shift and click over here. All right, so like that. Now with this one as well, which one is this? Okay, so it's the one on the right side. You want to also zoom in a little bit and increase the size of the brush. Click over here, hold shift, and then click over here. All right, let's see. Okay, this one to the same way. Click over here, hold shift, and then click over here. But then you also want to be very cautious, because you want it to be quite realistic as well, and so you need to be very cautious with that. Let's bring this one back. Which one is this? Okay, so now this one seems to have disappeared completely, so let's turn here to color white, and then let's bring it back in. All right, let's bring it back in. And then this one as well, let's see. This one seems to be there. That's great. Okay, this one is the topmost one. Okay, so X, and then let's hide it. Okay, okay, and then the topmost one, let's reduce it all the way to maybe 55% or so. And you do not want the ones behind to conflict with it, so the ones behind, you can mask that side, you know, out of it. And then this one as well, you can mask this side out of it. Okay, let's zoom. Now it's quite interesting. I think this is nice. Let's also click here, choose rectangular to Control H for our lines to show, and then maybe around here you can draw a rectangle. Okay, now drag it underneath reflection, make it black. Let's hide our lines, Control H to hide it. Okay, now I feel like we need to do the masking well again. So which one is this? So there, make sure your brush is over here. Click on the brush to increase it a little bit. You can see some of it over here. Hide it. This one as well, let's see. You can see some of it is spilling over here. Let's hide it. And that is it. That is it. Now you want to go back to the front and duplicate it. Drag it all the way over here. Close it. You want to call this BG. Open BG. Now this one, okay, I want you to zoom in, and I want you to Control T it, and then scale it up like that. Like that. Great. Now I want you to go to filter, I want you to go to blur, I want you to go to radial blur. Exactly. And then radial blur, I want you to set these figures. Okay, set here first to spin, and then set here to good. And then once you are done with it, let's set over here the amount over here to let's say 21. Okay, click on okay. Let's see how it is going to turn out. Awesome. So this is how it looks like. All right, now I want you to give it a mask, and then I want you to click over here. You can see over here. Then I want you to click your brush, make sure caps lock is off, set here to color black, and then just brush on it like that. Brush on it like that. You can see we are masking this side, so we are brushing over here like that. Control D to deselect it. It is forming nicely. I believe it's forming nicely. Great. Now let's also add some solid color to it. So you want to click here, you want to pick solid color, and then you want to change the color code to 895738. Click on OK, and then go over here. Let's choose vivid light. Excellent. That is our background. Okay, so you could leave it like this, but you could also add more stuff to it. I like to add a lot of motion blur to this one. So pull the motion blur, pull the the love symbol there, rotate it a little bit. Okay, and then pull it here. pull it here. Now let's go all the way to filter again. Let's go to blur and then motion blur, and then the motion blur, we are setting the angle here to 60. Okay, you can see 60, it moves this way. I want it to look like the love is moving this way. Okay, so we want it to move this way. You can see the angle over here. The distance, let's push the distance up to 2, 4, 6, and then enter. Let's see how it's going to turn out. Okay, close, click on the move tool and then move it somewhere here. Excellent. Now the next thing is you want to type somewhere here. Just want to put your signature there. So let's type over here and then let's peg this. Okay, and then let's paste it there. Excellent. Click over here, set it to color white so that we can see it, and then let's work on this monster right here. We want to set it to regular here as well. Control T and then click over here. All right, Control T on the text, and then let's just increase it like that. Increase it like that. Let's see, move somewhere here. Over here let's set it to 48, that's the leading 48 as well, and then over here let's set it to color white. Let's zoom in to see the details. Okay, you want to move it somewhere here, somewhere where it can easily be seen. Okay, you can also move it here and change the color to color black, but I'll love to keep it somewhere here. Okay, so guys, this is how it looks like. Let's put it in a group. Let's call it extra. So you are done with it. Now when you want to change this particular text or mockup, want to just double click here. All right, and once you double click it, just go and look for any image that you want to use. All right, so let's just say we want to use this. Okay, let's drag it all the way into Photoshop and then release it here like that, and then maybe resize it till it fits the entire. Let's just say this is it. All right, now Control S to save it. It's going to save all right, but it is going to affect every single thing in there. So let's go in there, let's go and see it. You can see it affected the image here, affected the background, affected here as well. So from here you can easily go there and just change the color code a little bit of the background, the solid color. You can make it whiter, you know, you can make it whiter, you can make it, just play around with it. You can make it pure black. Love this video, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel as well. I love you all guys. Remember, there are many PSDs going out. Check the description, it's going to lead you to a seller account. Choose the PSDs you want and just get it for your next project. And also this particular PSD is free. It's also in the description, lead you to my blog, which will help you to get it. I love you all guys. See you in the next video. Peace.